Hello, and welcome to a somewhat virtual awards day. We are so excited to acknowledge your students. Um, for me and Ms. Squires and Ms. Wright, we just have felt absolutely blessed. You can hear them on the time. Blessed and love your students so much. They have brought so much joy to this strange year. With masks or without masks, we have done it. Y'all have done it. You have trusted us with your students, and this is a year that we will always remember and be thankful for education in the classroom. I can say that I am so proud to be a Calhoun City employee, and your students have gone above and beyond to wash their hands, wear their masks, show social distancing, and do their best in school. And we just wanted to thank y'all from the bottom of our hearts, and we are ready to have some fun with Awards Day. So I'm going to see if I can exit myself out. Here we go. So the first student who is receiving an award is Miss Natalie Sullivan. Natalie received the Certificate of Completion, Lake Winnie Achievement Award, Multiplication Master, Genre Reading Challenge, the Yearly Reading Achievement, and then the fun part. So we have a superlative for each student, and the superlative for Miss Natalie is the Fearlessness Award. Natalie is such a special student. They all are, but I love that Natalie is not afraid to be bold in the classroom and outside of the classroom. She wears her emotions sometimes on her face, and that's my favorite part about her. And she is just not afraid to do any tasks, to ask any questions. And she just goes about life in a fearless nature, and that's what we appreciate and love about her. We know she will go far in life with her fearlessness, and we cannot wait to see how she grows. Way to go, Miss Natalie. Next up is Mr. Christian Mata. He gets the Certificate of Completion, Lake Winnie Achievement Award, Multiplication Master. So that is where they took the time test, and if they completed out of 100%, they were a master. So this year there were different character awards starting in September, and he received the Character Award for Peace. He was a Math Mania participant, and he received the Yearly Reading Achievement Award. And his superlative, most likely to be president. So Christian is definitely a chameleon. He can do all things with different groups of students. He has just the best smile, and he has a wonderful brain to go along with it. He is kind to all students, but I would say very diplomatic. And for that reason, we picked him for most likely to be president. We are so proud of you, buddy, and we cannot wait to see your future. Next up is Mr. Amarian Cook. Amarian received the Certificate of Completion, the Lake Winnie Achievement Award, and at the beginning of the year, he got the Character Award for Friendship. And just to back up about the Lake Winnie Achievement, all students have completed 4th grade, so there is a certificate to get a free ticket to go to Lake Winnie that you just have to take, and it explains on it. So we hope some of y'all can get together and go to Lake Winnie. Now the superlative for Mr. Amarian, the Gladness Award. If you could see Amarian's face right now or tomorrow or at the beginning of school, his smile can completely light up a room. He is a complete joy to teach, and he is so kind to all students, and he just has a smile that will light up a room. So we just wanted to highlight that about him because we really appreciate how he is so glad to help out a friend, to help out the class, or just to be. And we love him for that. Way to go, Marian. Next up is Mr. Alex Avery. Alex is receiving the Certificate of Completion, Lake Winnie Achievement Award, Character Award for Commitment, Yearly Reading Achievement Goal. That is amazing. So he was also a character club there. That's the third one, character club award for different accolades, and he got it for commitment. And that goes right along with his superlative for the year, Achievement Award. Alex has worked extremely hard this year on any tasks he was given, and we were just so impressed by his consistent growth and the fact that he did not give up on any task, any challenge, and we really were so proud of him this year. And as a teacher, that's what you love to watch, and that's why we are teachers, to be able to see students grow. Next up is Mr. Kavari Washington. Kavari is receiving the Certificate of Completion and the Lake Winnie Achievement Award. So he's going to get to go with all of his friends to Lake Winnie. And the superlative for Mr. Kavari is the Most Athletic Award. So Kavari, I don't know if it's 2 or 3 championships. I know he has a big ring to show for it. And he is just an all-around athlete. He's always playing different games and starting different games in the in recess, and he just fit the mold for this award, and I'm sure he's going to agree and love it. And we just are so proud of your accomplishments and this year. Next up is Miss Jaden Dobson. Jaden is receiving the Certificate of Completion, Lake Winnie Achievement Award, and the Multiplication Master. She is not afraid of multiplication. And her superlative is a special one. It's the Good Things Award. So every day we start out with good things. So students a lot of times sometimes will share something like we're going on vacation, or something like I got a new pencil, but Jaden always was the first to bring up her hand, and she always had something positive and joyful to share. It didn't have to be big, but she always had something to share and something different for both classes. And it really was such a joy to listen to and watch, and we knew we could count on her for such positivity. So for that reason, she got the Good Things Award. Way to go, girlfriend. Next up is Miss Lexi. Lexi is getting the Certificate of Completion, Lake Winnie Achievement Award, Multiplication Master, and the Genre Reading Challenge Award. And so students for I didn't address this, but for the Genre Reading Challenge and the yearly AR, they had to work hard on that to read all different genres, and they had to fill in and do projects. So way to go, Miss Lexi. And the award for Lexi, the superlative, Determination Award. If you saw Lexi doing a math problem, I love how her beautiful, bright smile can turn very serious very quickly. And she just constantly was ready to learn. She would come to class and she was ready to get going with whatever task we had. And it is such a joy to watch that as a teacher. And I just love watching her tenacity and her ability to come in and get started. And even at recess, she would play soccer with girls and boys, and she was ready to go. So we love her determination in life and know that will take her far. Way to go, girlfriend. Next up is Mr. Alexis. Alexis received the Certificate of Completion, the Lake Winnie Achievement Award, and he is a multiplication master. And the superlative for Alexis is Bravery Award. So when I first met Alexis, I thought, man, he's kind of quiet. And within the first week or two, I realized he is not quiet, and he is so brave in just his different achievements and the way that he interacts with friends and his art that he would show us. And he grew this year in his bravery when he was one of the first at the end of the year to want to present one of his projects, and it was fabulous. So I appreciate his brave nature and his ability to be silly in front of the class, but also present important projects. Way to go, Mr. Alexis. We cannot see where that bravery takes you. Next is Miss Carolina. So Miss Carolina is receiving the Certificate of Completion, the Lake Winnie Achievement Award, and the Multiplication Master Award. And her superlative is the Kindness Award, and this one is a very special and dear to me. Um, I have always been blown away by Carolina's ability to find friends in anyone and her soft nature and her ability to be kind and loving and find compliments with anyone. She does have the ability to be quiet when she needs to be and has a soft spirit about her. And I appreciate watching her just always share with friends and just be the first one to volunteer to do things for others. And I appreciate that about her. And I cannot wait to see how she grows. Next up is Miss Bella Russell. And she had the Certificate of Completion, the Lake Winnie Achievement Award, the Character Club for Gratitude. So she got that this year for just showing gratitude to others around the school and in her classroom. And she also received the Genre Reading Challenge. Bella's, so it kind of goes with gratitude, but Bella's superlative this year is the Service Award. Bella is the quickest student to say, I'll do that, or I would love to bring in popcorn from my house, or oh, I noticed someone didn't have a snack today and I have an extra, so I just gave it to them. And it's so out of the overflow of her heart. And I appreciate that about her, that she is always willing to serve others. And it goes right along with gratitude. She just is so gracious and just always so thankful for what she has. And even if I give her a cupcake, but then she also takes that and is always able to serve others. And it's a very great quality. So way to go, Miss Bella. Next up is Miss Jackie. So Miss Jackie received the Certificate of Completion, the Lake Winnie Achievement Award, and she got the Character Club for Generosity. Just like I talked about with Bella, we have many girls that are just, all of my girls and boys, honestly, are generous. And Jackie would share her last water with a friend or a pencil if she had one. She always was trying to find the opportunity to give to others, and we appreciated that about her. Jackie's superlative is most likely to be in charge and the Gladness Award. So Jackie is the best helper. Well, they all are. I know I say that over and over again. They all are this and they all are that. But really, we just have been overflowing with joy this year. And Jackie is one of the many reasons because of that. She will always be one to say, oh, Miss Holly, I'll hand that out. Or Miss Holly, you can count on me. And that is such a joy to have in the classroom. And she's always glad to do it. So I threw in the Gladness Award as well. It's a combination of both. So we are going to miss all of these students so much, and we appreciate all y'all have done with Jackie and all the other students. Next up is Miss Valerie. Valerie had the Certificate of Completion, the Lake Winnie Achievement Award, the Multiplication Master, and she got the Character Club Award for Patience. She could be sat next to any student and it would not deter her from doing her work, and she just has the patience, the most patience out of any students, and I appreciate that about her. And the superlative for Valerie is a Future Writer and Illustrator Award. So Valerie is a more quiet student, and we absolutely love getting to see her thoughts and her ideas out on paper because we don't always get to hear them. So I definitely wanted to highlight that she just has a gift of writing and drawing, and we were able to see her personality through those things and just her ability to try her best in the classroom, especially in ELA. I think she really shined bright in that, and we appreciate that about Valerie. Next up is our Jimena. Jimena received the Certificate of Completion, the Lake Winnie Achievement Award, the Multiplication Master, the Character Club for Integrity. Jimena will always do what's right, and she keeps other students in line as well. She constantly keeps students doing their best and saying, hey, I think we're supposed to be on page 6. So I appreciate that about Jimena. She received the Genre Reading Challenge and the Yearly Reading Achievement Award. Way to go, Miss Jimena. And her award is a very special award. It's the Contentment Award. I love watching Jimena in the classroom because she is always content wherever she's at, whether she's with friends, whether she's alone, whether she is eating lunch. She is just constantly okay with whatever setting she's in. She is happy. She is just has a stillness about her that is fun to watch. So I wanted to give her this award for contentment in all circumstances, and it's a joy to watch, and I definitely am going to miss her next year. Next up is Miss Marley. So Miss Marley joined us later in the year, but I always love when students join us later in the year and it feels like they've been here all year because she's such a special student. She received the Certificate of Completion and the Lake Winnie Achievement Award. And her superlative also is the Gladness Award. Marley started our class and it was just absolutely like she's always been here. Like I just said, she walked in with a smile on her face, and the students welcomed her with open arms, and she has just been a joy. She's always happy to be here to tell me her good things and what's going on in her weekend plans. And I'm so thankful that she is in our class this year. Next up is Mr. DJ. DJ is receiving the Certificate of Completion, Lake Winnie Achievement Award, the Multiplication Master, and he also, with Christian, was in Mathmania. And the superlative for DJ is the Boldness Award. I have thoroughly enjoyed getting to know DJ. He has so many interests with sports, with food. We've had so many conversations about food, and he has a zest for life that is very special. He is so bold in his interest and in his feelings, and we love that about him. It is such a great trait that will carry him so far in life. And I appreciate that he is not afraid to speak how he feels. And he is just so aware of what he enjoys. And it really is inspiring to watch. So DJ received the Boldness Award this year. Next is Miss Skyra. Skyra is receiving the Certificate of Completion for 4th grade and the Lake Winnie Achievement Award. I'm telling you, we need to have a Lake Winnie party this year, I guess. And Skyra is receiving the Patience Award. I love watching Skyra in the classroom or at recess. She is the first to, if another student is dying to get to the jungle gym or dying to get to lunch, she will easily and quickly say, "You go before me." And she just has a patience and a stillness about her that is inspiring. And she just cares for others and she watches everything. And it's wonderful to have all of these students with different traits that complement each other. And her trait complements so many other students. And she just has the ability to just enjoy where she's at. And that is a hard quality to find, and that's why that's her superlative. Way to go, Skyra. Next up is Mr. Hudson Vaughn. Hudson is getting the Certificate of Completion, the Lake Winnie Achievement Award, and the Multiplication Master. And his superlative is the Flexibility Award. How fun is that? Mr. Hudson always enjoys school. He would say little comments that would catch me off guard that were a pleasure. He would say, "Man, I like school," or "Today was a really fun day." And he was just able to, if he knew the schedule or if he didn't, kind of roll with it. He'd say, "Oh, okay, it's time for lunch. Oh, okay, we're going to switch things up." And he encouraged others to be flexible as well and to enjoy school with his positive comments and his funny nature. And he did get me with a bunch of jokes this year that were hilarious. And that is such a great trait to have, the ability to be flexible in and outside the classroom. And that's why he's receiving the Flexibility Award. Way to go, Hudson. Next is Mr. Axel. Axel is receiving the Certificate of Completion and the Lake Winnie Achievement Award. And the superlative, of course, Axel is getting is the Most Artistic Award. Axel is so gifted. Actually, most of our students, I don't know if it's YouTube or just I have many students this year that have just the hands for art, but he has the most brilliant artistic ability, and he can just whip up these creations with different emblems and different ideas. And it is so fun to see and watch him create with some of his friends. They're all so artistic, but I thought this was a special one for him. Way to go, Axel. Next up is Miss Angela. Angela is receiving the Certificate of Completion, the Lake Winnie Achievement Award, the Genre Reading Challenge. So again, a lot of them did that, and that was not a simple task. They had to read all of these different genres, so we are very proud of them for that. And the award for Miss Angela is Friend to All Award, and that's very special because that's not an easy task. Everyone has different abilities, different personalities, and Angela is always my chameleon. She can go with any group and enjoy her time, and she encourages others to stay on task and just giggle and be lighthearted. And I think that's why so many of our students really gravitate towards her and want to have her in their groups. So Angela is receiving the Friend to All Award. Way to go, Miss Angela. Next up is Mr. Owen. Owen is receiving the Certificate of Completion, the Lake Winnie Achievement Award, the Multiplication Master Award, the Character Club for Kindness. Kindness is a hard trait to have, just like I've talked earlier, and he is so kind to all and always is saying, yeah, come on, play with us. Come play soccer with us. So he received that earlier in the year, the Genre Reading Challenge, and the Yearly Reading Achievement. And Owen is receiving the Leadership Award. Owen and Christian were in a tight race for who was going to be most likely to be president. So they both got a leadership award because Owen is just so encouraging to our class. If the class is down or some people are not ready to do a task, he'd say, come on, guys, let's do it. Or, hey, let's stay on task. And I've heard that over and over. Or if he accidentally was playing soccer and bumped someone, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. He is a leader in every ounce of his body, and I cannot wait to see what he will do in life and where he will go. Up next is Miss Chelsea. Chelsea is receiving the Certificate of Completion and the Lake Winnie Achievement Award. Chelsea, I'm so sorry. Chelsea's award is creativity. I have loved watching Chelsea just transition and go through all different clothing outfits and poppets and making boxes. And one time they made a little broom, and it has been so fun and just entertaining to watch how these students just can create anything. It is inspiring. And Chelsea is one of the students that really takes that and runs with it. And that is such an important thing to have in life, the ability to be creative, whether it comes to when she's older cooking dinner or becoming a fashion designer. We have loved watching her creativity just flourish, and we know it will take her very far in life. Next up is Mr. Finn. Finn is receiving the Certificate of Completion, the Lake Winnie Achievement Award. He also received the Multiplication Master Award, and he was the third student to have received a Mathmania certificate where he went and had to do a bunch of math problems with those other students. So way to go, Mr. Finn. And the superlative for Mr. Finn is most likely to brighten your day. Finn has the ability to find such beautiful words to describe how he's feeling or what he sees. From just a simple compliment to, I like your shirt today, or just noticing a student might be upset and saying, can I go talk to that student and brighten their day? And he might not say brighten their day, but I just have been amazed at his heart for others and his ability to notice when students might need a little extra positivity. And he is just such a joy and just has the ability to read the room really easily. And it's such a positive trait to have. And we cannot wait to see where you go, Mr. Finn. Next up is Miss Emma. Emma is receiving the Certificate of Completion, the Lake Winnie Achievement Award, the Genre Reading Challenge, and the Yearly Reading Achievement. She was a reading bug this year. And her superlative is the Responsibility Award. Emma is so responsible, whether it came to her school supplies and she would organize her desk just so to I could send her on errands, or whatever task she was given in math, reading, writing, she was responsible enough. We knew she was going to complete it and she was going to complete it well. And she just has a responsible just air about her. She is one that we can depend on. And that is a very important trait to have in life, and especially as a fourth grader when they've only been on this earth for 9 or 10 years. So we cannot wait to see where this responsibility takes her. And way to go, Miss Emma. Next up is Mr. Eli. Eli has a Certificate of Completion and the Lake Winnie Achievement Award. And Eli receives the Most Energetic Award. I think Eli comes in and he might hop or jump or skip. Not really always, but he is so full of life and it is contagious. I think he could stand up the entire day and he would be just fine. And he always is up for an adventure, and that you have to be energetic to be ready for more, right? Like one example, he was searching for rocks in the dirt one day, and I love how he's not afraid to get down and dirty with some adventures, and he's just so curious, and that adds to his energetic qualities. So Mr. Eli gets the Most Energetic Award. Next up is Miss Addison. Addison received the Certificate of Completion, the Lake Winnie Achievement Award, the Multiplication Master, the Character Club for Responsibility, so her and Emma are right along the same page, the Genre Reading Challenge, and the Yearly Reading Achievement Award. And Addison is receiving the Wisdom Award. Addison just has so much wisdom in fourth grade. She's so wise to understand I should do this, I shouldn't do this, or she's able to help other students and say, hey, that's probably not the best choice right now, or hey, let's try to stay on task. And she's wise also in conversations with adults and students. And she just has an air about her that other students would like to follow that wisdom, and it's a very important trait to have. So Addison is receiving the Wisdom Award. Next up is Mr. Jonathan. Jonathan is receiving the Certificate of Completion, the Lake Winnie Achievement Award, and the Multiplication Master Award. And he is getting the superlative for the Joyful Award. I absolutely adore Jonathan's smile. He comes in and he is ready to hang out with his teacher and his students, well, his classmates. He comes in and he'll give me a hug and he'll tell me about his day with the largest smile on his face. If you see Jonathan majority of the time, he has a bright smile and he is ready to have some fun. And he just is able to giggle and not take life too seriously. And again, that's such an important trait to have. And as y'all can see, as we're still finishing up our class awards, every student is so unique in this class, and it's so wonderful to watch. And that's probably why we had such a fabulous year, from the creativity of Chelsea to the good things and the positivity of Jaden. It's just such a beautiful mix, and Jonathan adds to that. He is so joyful and just a pleasure to have in the classroom. Way to go, Jonathan. Oh. Next up is Miss Cameron Kendrick. Cameron is receiving the Certificate of Completion Award, the Lake Winnie Achievement Award, and the Multiplication Master. And Cameron is getting the Joyful Jacket Award. So Cameron joined us through COLA, but she also joined us in the classroom so much. She would send in videos. So again, sorry, I had to pause that. She sent in videos and pictures, and I even got little treats sent my way. She is just a Calhoun Yellow Jacket for Spirit Week, for any events we had. She had her virtual field day, and she sent them all to me, and it was such a joy. And she was just as much a part of our classroom in COLA or in person. So Cameron is receiving the Joyful Jacket Award. Next up is Ms. Hajra. Hajra is receiving the Certificate of Completion, the Lake Winnie Achievement Award, and the Multiplication Master Award. And she is receiving the Worker Bee Award. Hajra was the first to, if something was wrong or like Miss Holly put something wrong on the Google Classroom or she had a question, she would complete it right away and contact me and just showed her absolute best work. And I just enjoyed reading her answers and being able to truly teach her in a different type of setting through COLA. And she sent us as well different pictures, and I just loved getting to know her virtually. And that's why she is receiving the Worker Bee Award. And last on our list is Mr. Jace. Jace is receiving the Certificate of Completion and the Lake Winnie Achievement Award. And he is receiving the Most Improved Award. So this year, working from home is difficult. And at times it was hard to figure out Google Classroom and Odysseyware, but Jace figured it out and boom, he was going crazy. He finished all of his assignments. He would ask me questions. He sent in videos. I loved watching those videos on Seesaw. And we are so proud of your hard work to complete this year out strong. Way to go, Jace. So, we did it. Now, our heart is that we wish y'all could be here with us, but I hope you can hear and feel how much we have enjoyed really being a class community this year. And we always are, but this year was extra special because we had lunch together, we had specials together, we stayed in our rooms majority of the day, so we became a little family. I always tell them my job is to protect them when they're not at home, and especially sending them in a pandemic. I'm sure that's exactly how y'all felt. Your heart was walking outside of your chest to fourth grade, and you didn't get to see us in person as much. So I hope by seeing my face, and you'll see pictures through the slideshow for Miss Squire's face, I really, truly hope if you see me out on a run or at Kroger or at the park with my daughter, please come to me and say, I'm so-and-so's parent, because one of the things we missed so much was seeing who these perfect little creatures came from. So please stop us anywhere, or next year come and meet us at hopefully some setting in the classroom. So we are so proud of our students. We're so proud of this year, and that y'all trusted us with your babies during a crazy time. Way to go, kiddos. We are so proud of you, and have an awesome summer.